Okay, if we're talking about helping kidneys, EGFR going from 15 back up to 35, back up to 65, we have to think about low iron and how the kidneys relates to iron storages. Because iron helps transport oxygen to all of the cells in your body. So if you have low iron, it could be a bunch of different ways. It could be B12, a low hemoglobin. It could be that your menstrual cycle is really rough and you're losing too much blood. What you're gonna need to do is figure out how to get those iron storages up. Low iron is basically a disorder. You should think of it as a blood disorder. Your body is now struggling to get enough oxygen. Without enough oxygen, your body isn't producing ATP. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is genuinely the energy source of your body. That is how your body burns energy. It's not fats, carbs, and all that. Fats, carbs, protein, all gets converted down the line into ATP. So the ATP helps fuel something called tubular reabsorption. Tubular reabsorption, to make a long story short, just means that your kidneys are reabsorbing water, glucose, and salts. By salts, I don't just mean sodium, I mean calcium, phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, etc. Your body wants to reabsorb these things, but when it's incapable of reabsorbing these things, you start getting more protein in your urine. You start getting more glucose and sodium in your urine. That's when we know there's a problem. How to address this? Because it's one thing to understand this. You need to understand it if you're dealing with this. Because if you don't, then that's a lack of knowledge. Without enough knowledge, you're not going to know how to address it properly. Now that we understand oxygen is extremely important for helping your kidneys, what you can do to improve your oxygen is by eating rich foods in iron. Iron-rich foods like organic leafy greens, dark leafy greens, not just lettuce. And we want soaked seeds. I'm talking about hemp seeds. You don't really have to soak them. Pumpkin seeds, you kind of have to soak them. You definitely have to soak quinoa. I suggest you soak these seeds because although many seeds are rich in iron, they also have quote-unquote anti-nutrients like phytates that bind to the iron, make it hard to digest. To give your body the best chance, just soak them and then the phytates, etc., all those go down. And cooked and sprouted legumes. Now this one I'm going to put an asterisk here because legumes typically have lots of protein, it has lots of potassium, and it has lots of phosphorus. Now, plant potassium and plant phosphorus doesn't get absorbed as harshly as animal product synthesized potassium and synthesized phosphorus. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem, but you gotta watch your protein levels. Specifically sprouted legumes, they're going to be some of the best ways to get rich sources. Because they're sprouted, they're gonna have natural amounts of vitamin C. Something that I forgot to add on is to eat fruits. Fruits and vegetables both have vitamin C. Considering that I suggested plant-based sources of iron, they're gonna need vitamin C to help it be more bioavailable. Vitamin C and non-heme iron, which is just plant-based iron, they go together and they make the magic happen. That's how you get your iron storages up. That's going to increase your energy so you're not anemic anymore. You don't get up and feel dizzy. You don't walk up the stairs and feel winded. What you're also going to do for that, you're going to practice daily aerobic exercise. Start somewhere where you can continue. Don't walk for an hour and then be so sore and so out of it that you never want to walk again. If you have to start with 5 minutes, start with 5 minutes and then increase that over time on a weekly basis, not a daily basis. Start with 5 minutes, dedicate yourself to 5 minutes, increase it to 10, 15, 20. Your sweet spot should be 30 to 60 minutes a day. You should be getting over 10,000 steps after a month or two of dedicated training. Another thing is breath work. You want to be able to breathe efficiently. Learn how to breathe through your nose, out through your mouth, through your nose, out through your nose efficiently. What that's going to do is it's going to help increase nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps increase the vessels. Your body gets more oxygen to flow through. It gets more blood flow to your kidneys. Lastly, we're going to talk about things to limit, like dairy, smoking, alcohol, and certain teas. I love the matcha phase. Matcha is really good for you, but matcha has something in it called tannins. Tannins actually really good. It's a strong antioxidant. But what tannins does is it drops your iron levels. It competes with iron. So anything that's going to compete with your iron intake, we don't want too much of it. So I would limit things like that. Dairy, things that are really high in calcium, because calcium and iron compete. If you can stay dedicated to this, everything that I talk about in this video, you should see your iron storages, your hemoglobin, your ferritin storages increase over time. You do it for 3 months. You should start seeing bits of gradual changes, but beyond lab work, you'd want to see more energy. You want to see more readiness. You want to see that your body can handle more. I have a client that when she started walking upstairs and now she's capable of dancing for hours. This is someone that they would write off. They're like, you need a transplant. That's how quote unquote it was. On lab reports, it shows her hemoglobin is steadily increasing. We're not even looking at creatinine and EGFR right now. No, we're just focused on how well is her iron storage so that her body can oxygenate herself so that she can have a better chance of actually addressing what's going on, an underlying issue that's causing the kidneys to be underperforming.